before I get on to probably one of the most infamous episodes of our time, I think we probably should start with yet again another torture episode. Spike Gets Schooled from the 2014 Tom and Jerry series. Now, keep in mind, the Tom and Jerry Show of 2014 is one of the Cartoon Network's only good reboots. Why? It's because A, it stays true to its source material. B, it's actually funny, unlike other reboots Cartoon Network has milked. And C, the animation looks very similar to the classic shorts, despite the fact that it's in Flash animation. Shane. Seriously, Cartoon Network got a reboot right. Oh, yeah, Cartoon Network actually got a reboot right. Right, actually having stayed true to the source material, and that's what makes Tom and Jerry Show 2014 a great series. But, just because it's a good series, doesn't mean it's safe from bad episodes. And Spy Gets School is one of those duds of Tom and Jerry. So, the fact this is the series premiere, which I honestly thought Sleep Disorder was the first episode of the series, but it turns out, no, it's this episode, and oh boy, does this episode start the series on a pretty sour note. So, what's Spike at School about? Well, the episode's about usual. Tom and Jerry do their usual antics. They destroy the house, and then Spike shows up. He tells Tom and Jerry that they will get kicked out of the streets if they don't stop their usual routine. Unfortunately, he slips on something and breaks the glasses. And guess what? And then this is where the bad stuff, where crap happens. Rick and Ginger come home, which I'm assuming they're new owners. I swear to God, I never get the question of Tom and Jerry. I don't know which one's Tom and Jerry's real owner. And of course, Ginger sees Spike and blames him. Sam. Rick tries to tell Ginger that's not her fault, but because we had to have Ginger act like a complete jerk in this episode, Spike gets sent to school. And of course, since Spike's not here, you know what's gonna happen. Yep. Jerry has to take care of Tom. Okay, first off, Tom is acting kind of unlikable here. I mean, Tom has never had a bad appearance before. For how he's shown me. I mean, take this with Squidward from SpongeBob, with Little Yellow Book. They put Squidward through hell in the modern age of SpongeBob, and in Little Yellow Book they actually make him unlikable. That's the similarities I have with Spike at School. Tom has been tortured a lot in the past in episodes like Baby Puss, and of course the Gene Ditch era. And decide to hey, how about we make the first episode where he's unlikable? Yeah, one of the rare times where he's unlikable. So yeah, let's move on. So anyways, Spike returns home, and oh boy, Tom wants to get Spike in trouble again, so Tom wants to get Spike in trouble again, and he attempts to get Spike in trouble. However, Spike always outsmarts him. That's it. Until we get to the last ending. Oh boy. It turns out when Spike tries to not destroy the dinner that Ginger puts out, but oh no, Tom has the red ball and throws it at Ginger. Fortunately, Spike catches it on time. But however, this relief is cut short when Ginger slips on the saliva and destroys the dinner table. And blames Spike. Okay, first off, Ginger did all this. It wasn't Spike's fault. Sure, he did leave saliva on the ground, but Ginger should. But I don't know. Should Ginger just look down? Does anyone look down? But no, they want to make her very unlikable. Actually, you want to know who's the most unlikable character here? That isn't Tom. It's Ginger. Yeah, I hate Ginger more than Tom in this episode. So because here's the thing, at least with Tom's reason for being unlikable here is pretty reasonable since, Spike has been aggressive to Tom in back in the original shorts. So I guess you can say that this episode's given Spike a taste of his own medicine. But I can get. I mean, at least they actually had a reason to make Tom unlikable. But with Ginger, no, they wanted to make her unlikable just for no reason. And I'm sorry, but how am I supposed to find a reason how Ginger's unlikable? And of course, the episode ends with Spike losing and Tom winning. And then, now, first off, Spike's actually likable. I mean, given his behavior on the series, it's pretty much not good. He's been aggressive lately, and he always bullies bullies Tom and Jerry. And honestly, that is something that's pretty much pointed out in best TV shows of Wiki. But there are some, I mean, Spike and Skooled did have some positives. I mean, Spike is actually one of the rare times where Spike's likable. Jerry is also, I also like Jerry in this episode, because he tries to keep Spike out of trouble, even though it failed. However, this episode is just another episode where characters are tortured for no reason, and it just follows in the trend of You're at Here. Honestly, this episode is a complete sour note. This episode is probably a bad way to start off a great reboot. But don't worry, we still have other good episodes of the Tom and Jerry Show. Well, anyways, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 900 subscribers. Let's get there, guys. So, thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time and on Raw Animations.